Okay, so this is round two. My opponent was gone for 8 minutes, and he's back. Obviously, this hand is unkeepable. I'm on the draw, even on the draw, and this hand is way better. So, yep, we'll keep it. What's he playing? Whenever Goblin Vandal... That seems not like the best card you could possibly have. So, yeah, okay, that's cool. No problem there. See what I draw. Okay. I feel like he's playing mono red, so playing the Steam Vents untapped is probably not the best. Even though I do have the Elspeth in the deck, I think playing Flooded Strand and getting probably like Volcanic Island or whatever, maybe just Island. I don't think there's Price of Progress in this cube anymore. It's probably better than just playing to a Elspeth. And I'm playing Ancestral Recall, and I do draw a card every turn, so that's pretty good. Okay. Red black. He's gonna attack. I'll take my one, like it. Pretty good start to face against. I'm not really worried about taking one a turn, especially when I have a Glenalindra and recall and whatnot. So I'll crack this. Get the Volcanic Island. Play recall. Choose me. Seems alright, and of course I do draw the Elspeth, but I also draw two other cards I can play. I guess play Plateau and get rid of the Mountain, because I don't really want to play like Swords to Plowshares immediately, and I kind of want to keep Memory Lapse open since he didn't have a turn 2 play, and then I'll be able to play the Mom and have the Swords open. And I'm okay throwing away the Mountain, because I have plenty of red sources here, so... And by the time I get to 4 mana, hopefully I'll draw another land. Because, I mean, the Mountain's not going to help me cast Elspeth anyways. It'll help me cast the Glenalindra, but I have 4 things I can do right now, so I'm not too worried. He'll just hit me for 1 again, which is, whatever, I don't give a shit. And we'll see what he does. Pardon my language, by the way. Yep, there's no way that resolves, so I will Memory Lapse that. Now what do I do? Do I want to remove cards? Well, I kind of want to just get my Glenalindra on the table, but I'm not gonna have really anything to play. I don't want to. I don't really want to play either of these three: the Mom, the Swords, or the Manic Vandal, because I know I'm going to get himmed. I can't stop it, so I'll just let it happen. See how that goes. Because I'm not really worried about the Goblin Vandal, and if he hymns me and plays a 2-drop, then so be it. I'll be able to play my. If I lose, like, I just really don't want to lose my Glenalindra Archmage. That's what it comes down to. Take 1. See what he does. Him, of course. That's actually not the worst. I lose the Mom and a land. Yep, Mom and Steam Vents. It's not really the best either. No problem. So that's definitely not the best card I could have drawn, but I'm not going to crack my Scalding Tarn yet. Yeah, losing the land actually kind of sucked there. I do kind of want to suspend the Riftwing, so maybe I should crack it and leave Swords to Plowshares open, just in case. I think that's better. And I'll get Island. It's probably the better one to get. You can keep hitting me for 1 with the Goblin Vandal. There's very little in my deck that actually affects. I think if he's playing Goblin Vandal, then Maybe he just doesn't have anything that's good. It'd be sweet if he played. No, that's not sweet. That's actually quite annoying. Yep, I take one. I take another one. Maybe it's time to sword the Goblin Vandal? I don't know if that seems good. It seems pretty bad, actually. Man, what do I do here? He only has 2 cards in hand, though, but he'll be drawing cards off the Chandra after this turn. Yeah, I guess I'll just take the one. Yep, I should just auto yield that. Okay, so what actually screws me here? We'll bring it down to 4, bring it down to 3, and then any like lightning bolt or lightning strike is really bad. Whereas with Glenalendra, I'll be able to at least put some pressure on the Chandra. That might be pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with that. See how that works. I don't really want to like just lose my Elspeth to pretty much a lightning strike. Whereas it's gonna be a lot harder for him to completely get rid of Glenalendra. Or if he does, I'll be happy he gets rid of that, and then I'll have the Elspeth in play afterwards. So, man, that hymn really set me back. All right. I don't really feel like I'm like super behind. I mean, his Chandra is a bit scary, but the Goblin Vandal is just a 1/1. Let's see what he exiles. Sulfuric Vortex. That is pretty rough. Yep, that's fine, I guess. So I guess the swords wouldn't even be that bad right now. Man, if I drew like another land, that'd be so sick. Take the 2. Driftwing comes in. Not yet, actually. Excuse me. That's pretty good. Mock Sapphire here. Cast that. So do I even really care about the Chandra? Probably. Well, if I can't play Chandra and the swords, and I really don't want the Chandra to like kill me. So, what happens here? I can swords the Goblin Vandal. Try to draw out whatever burn he may have. I don't really like that plan too much. I obviously can't play Manic Vandal anymore, so that sucks. I might actually just take that out for this matchup. Um, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to play the Elspeth and to try to go over the top against the Chandra and go down to 8 overall. And then have the swords ready and hope he doesn't burn me out, which is a very realistic possibility. They'll all have the blue mana open to at least stop one burn spell. Yay, that's good. That helps a lot actually, because now he has a lot less gas in his hand, and any like lethal burn that he might throw at my face will just not be able to be casted because of the Glenalendra. I mean, you could just play like Hellrider and I lose, which sucks, but it's the risk you gotta take. Four cards in hand. Facing down with Sulfuric Vortex. I mean, you can direct it at the Elspeth, but that seems pretty bad. You know, running the Goblin, the Manic Vandal up might not be the worst. But I don't think it's too incredible either. Let's see what he does. So I'm playing aggro. They'll probably attack me, my guess. Yep. So maybe I'm just like dead. Hopefully not. It'd be nice to be alive. Gutter, snipe, sure. Dark Confidant, sure. I probably bounce the gutter snipe with my Riftring Cloudskate. Then I can attack for 5. Let him keep his Confidant, I think, because it hopefully will do him a bunch of damage. Put that one on first. Do I? No, I don't really want always. That could be bad. Always yielding to the to that trigger. Yep. Yeah, bouncing the gutter snipe seems better. Does it though? Cause see, he'll go down to 16, and I'll bring him down to 11, and I'll be at 6. So he'll need to cast the gutter snipe or have 2 burn spells in his hand, like 2 exact burn spells, and I have Glenelendra for double that. Yeah, I think bouncing the gutter snipe's the best. Man, upheaval would be pretty good here, but it's not, so. Now, now what do I do? I think just putting the Manic Vandal out there is just better than having it in my hand. So I probably want to be like Plains, Mox. Maybe not though. Maybe having 2 Glenelendras would be better. I probably want him for 5. I'll bring him down to 13, which will bring him actually down to 11. I want the Glenelendra back? No, because I'll be sacking that. Then we can untap on its own. Maybe I attack him for 7. Play the Manic Vandal. Swords, whatever. And then go from there. I like that actually. Having 1 blocker seems fine, especially when I have 1 Glenelendra activation to do. And then I will Manic Vandal. Ooh, that actually, it's not the worst actually. 1, 2, doop. Destroy my own Mox Sapphire. And then hope I don't die. I'll let him get the Confidant trigger out, because if he hit like a 5, that'd be so sick. Because right now he's at 9. Even like hitting a 3 would be good. Hitting any amount of damage would be great. Incinerate, not the best thing to see, but he's at 7. So unless he has like a way to interact or to kill me, I think he's not dead. Well, he's pretty close to dead actually. I have 1 counter. He's gonna play the gutter snipe, probably. Which I don't think is the best thing you can be doing here. Sure. Should I let him attack? It'll bring me down to 7. Yeah, I think that's fine. Or I can block the Manic Vandal and source the Plowshares, the Dark Confidant. And that way, to each opponent. So that way, I'll still have the Manic Vandal out. I'll be able to attack with it. He'll have to shoot one of these for 3. But I can still counter whatever he shoots. So it looks like he's just dead, which is good. Alright, that means he's a little more alive than I thought he might be, which is fine. I'm still not too worried here. Especially since he can't gain the life off the vortex, which is actually incredible. I think I have a very hard time getting out of this, if any possibility at all. I'm glad I attacked with both, too. Attacking, yeah, so that's, I might probably do the same thing. Alright, I will block your shitty dude. I guess I will Swords the Dark Confidant. And then I'll take 5 and go down to 3. Not even. If he didn't Hinzatori Alchemy, I think this game would have been over a couple turns ago. Yep, okay, so that happens. Yep, thank you. And next game. Taking out this Manic Vandal because it's done nothing. And I've seen nothing it can affect, too. Take out the Manic Vandal. Upheaval is really not the best here, since he can just refresh his own stuff. I like the Legionnaire. It blocks like everything he has. Maybe this Lightning Strike would be good. Am I recording this? Yeah, okay. So minimize this. This seems like a good thing to run out there. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I could also take out the bribery, but I don't know how good that is. I don't really want to add like more planes either. It could be fine just taking like maybe he has a big enough creature, or I can take out like a siege gang commander or something. All right now, I mean I'm up a game, so I don't really mind. This hand seems good, not amazing, but the Flame Tongue seems good in this matchup along with the Glenalendra. And I have a turn 2 play. I'm on the draw too, which is nice. He doesn't have a turn 1 play in his aggro deck, and I draw the Figure of Destiny, which is pretty great. I think this is going to be a good card here. By the time I'm ready for it, it'll just outclass. Oh, no, it's dead. Which is fine, because taking the 3 from the Lightning Bolt seems okay. It's better than hitting me. Mox Diamond, he plays. I'm lagging a little bit. I've noticed that Moto does that sometimes. When like it'll say over here what's actually happening. In reality, this is gonna take a minute. Confidant, Una's Prowler, sure, whatever. That Bribery seems pretty bad here. I guess I'll play Plains. Do I want to? I might need the Plains though, but I can get it with the Scalding Tarn if I really need one. I mean, I'm going to suspend the Riftwing. It's just a question of whether the Island or the Plains is better. Probably Plains. I don't think it really matters. 6. So this Una Prowler is annoying, but worst come to worst, I'll just Flame Tongue it when the time comes. I'll take the 3. I don't really need to or want to discard anything in my hand. Good. And always yield to suspend triggers. A Mox would be sick here. Or that's actually a pretty good draw too. And I wouldn't mind drawing a land for the Bribery, so I'm going to hold back on the Scalding Tarn. And then next turn I'll be able to Flame Tongue whatever creature is the biggest issue. Probably the Una's Prowler, but you never know. Could be something else. And then the turn after that I can either play Glenalendra and keep a Island open if I draw one, or play the Bribery. Brimstone Volley is my guy, which is also great because that could be 5 damage to my face, which I really don't want to happen. Dark Confidant, yeah, no problem there. I'm even almost willing to let him draw cards off the Confidant. No, that's probably bad. I think I'd rather just kill it and then play the Glenalendra and be ready for that. If I draw Moxen, is it worth Briberying here? I can also bounce the Confidant if I need to. I drew Signet, but I'm not going to play it because I really want to get the Confidant off the board. I don't really want him to draw any extra cards because he's far enough ahead that I'm not going to kill him immediately. I'm not going to be able to erase him, I don't think, either. So we'll get the Plateau in case you draw Elspeth. And worst come to worst, I can always discard the Izzet Signet to the Una's Prowler if I draw another land. I'm not playing it with the upheaval anymore, so there's no reason to try to make a bunch of mana. Get the Plateau. Play Flame Tongue Kavu. This could eat more burn. I'm A-okay with that. I just really don't want him to draw like 3 cards off the Confidant or 2 cards or whatever. Even if he doesn't attack with it, the Confidant is just it's too good to leave out there for his deck. And I mean, it's hitting me for 3 a turn, but I don't think that's the worst. I'll take another 3-2 before I start considering discarding, because the Glenalendra will just shut it down completely. Especially if I have like draw another land, then I can Glenalendra and have the extra island open and still be able to discard to be able to block the Una's Prowler without any issue. He's gonna attack first. Yep. Okay. So he's not playing Sulfuric Vortex, which is good. I'd have a harder time beating that right now. Blue? What are you playing with a blue? Metamorph? Targeting my Flame Tongue? Sure. It's fine. I mean, it's pretty good, but it's fine, I guess. Land? Land would be nice. Though I could just bounce the Una's Prowler back, because I don't really want to bounce his Phyrexian Metamorph. Oh, I guess Mana Bandle looks a little better now with both these out there, so I'll bring it back in if this goes to a game 3. Cast it. And also, the Griftring Cloudscape pretty profitably blocks the Flame Tongue Kavus, which is nice. So I'll bring back the Una's Prowler. Is there anything I can Snapcast right now? No. It's probably better just to have the Glenalendra out there. Is it? Because what? He has Una's Prowler and like a random card in his hand. Yeah, I think it's better to have the Glenalendra. And I'm going to keep the Cloudscape back just in case he's able to like get rid of both of them, so I only have a 1/1. I'm not able to block the Flame Tongue without just like getting completely hosed. I don't think I'm gonna win this game right now by erasing immediately. I think the Bribery might be pretty good here, honestly. I'll take away one of his like good finishers, and oh, that's gross. I really don't want to be wastelanded. Yep, that happens. It's it's whatever. So next turn I'll definitely play the Signet and hope for the best. Yep. I'll block with the Cloudscape if he attacks with the Flame Tongue, which he doesn't. I might have attacked, but he only has one card in hand, whereas I have three. So he's probably going to try to hope that he draws something. Maybe he'll be confused and he'll think I won't have like an actual counter ready to go with Memory Lapse. I'd rather play Memory Lapse and be able to snap cast Memory Lapse than, you know, attack, like, waste my Glenelendra activation. It's not exactly a waste, but it's not ideal either. And it kind of time walks him because he's obviously not drawing anything good or worth his time. That's good. Dak Faden, huh? I think I'd still rather just keep up Memory Lapse and another Glenelendra activation. Hope to draw like another land so I can play Dak Faden and then take his Mox or start looting. Oh, I can take his Flame Tongue Kavu. Actually, that's really good. Yeah, what am I saying? That's so better than anything else I can be doing right now. It's unfortunate that I already moved past the phase, but whatever. Yeah, control magic for 3 that has other abilities afterwards seems pretty absurd. And I'll be able to counter most anything with the Glenelendra. If he throws Burn at anything, I'll let it happen. I really just don't want Chandra or Sulfuric Vortex to resolve. Alright, and I just win. So, that's round 2. He draws a bunch of cards because he thinks he had it, but he didn't. And we're going to go on to round 3 after this, and I'm 1-1.